welcome back to Eden TV, and today I guess the star of the show is this little fella here. In fact, with its very distinctive, look at that, its little droopy tops. Okay, that is known in its, I don't want to get the language wrong, but murnong, or a yam daisy. Okay, and you know, for those of you that might have read Bruce Pascoe's book Dark Emu, this it's believed that, well, he presents quite good evidence that this was actually a kind of an agricultural crop for the Aborigines prior to the British settlement, and indeed using actually sort of documentary evidence from the settlers, you know, who observed the Aborigines using these. So this is the yam daisy, and so under the ground is a kind of a big root structure, which apparently fresh tastes a bit like radish, but I think largely eaten by the Aborigines as a more like a potato, so cooked actually in a fire pit, and it does actually taste very similar to a potato. So I'm really excited to have this, and I'm gonna, when you pop in, there'll be one left because I'll have bought one for myself. So I'm really excited about that. Then another one which I haven't had here before, and I'm really keen to give it a go at home, is the bush basil, which isn't really a basil, but it's known by the early settlers as the five spice plant. It's actually Plectranthus, so in the same family as things like Mona lavender, but it's actually got quite an interesting taste, because I've tasted it as I taste everything. You know, a mix of basil, oregano. Can't quite put your finger on it, but it's it's a nice, interesting taste. And look at these. Again, I think this is a first for us, or a first certainly for a very long time. The native raspberries. So again, I haven't tasted them, but I'm extremely excited about doing so. So yeah, really nice. You know, it seems to perform by description, you know, pretty much like a regular raspberry, sort of a long canes up to 2 meters, and you cut them back in the winter. So yeah, I'm very excited to get that into my garden. What else have we got? Got the celery. Got lots of this really fine native mint, and it's yeah, very, I'd say very minty. So really nice. So that's definitely worth a try. So I've used this river mint before, but that one's just, it's got a real sort of spark to it. And then of course we've got all of the saltbush and the Davidson plums, aniseed myrtles. Got some aniseed myrtles, which are the cinnamon myrtle is sort of cinnamony, but the aniseed myrtle is very aniseed, and that makes a lovely tea. And you can use that in all sorts of, you know, situations where you need an aniseed flavour in a cooked thing. Great as a tea. We have a few. It's been difficult the last little while. We now have a few large lemon myrtles, so finally back in stock. So we've had a little bit of a break from these. So great to have them back. And yeah, this is, as everyone knows who's watched this before, my favourite plant. So great to see you back. Yeah, so come in and enjoy all of these bush type of fare. It's well worth trying them in your garden, and of course they're adapted to hot and dry conditions, so perfect for you know, if you're reinventing your veggie garden. And remember that we've got a lot of videos that we've done previously around spring, so you know, things that you can do now. So yeah, make sure that you share this, but also, you know, go back and have a look at all of the other ones and share them with your friends who are perhaps setting up their gardens. All right, see you next time.